the John C. Hinch Production Art Studios in Peoria, Illinois, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Andrew Darling and Becca Winnie. News with Ashley Edlin and Cody Brutlag. And your Midstate reporting team. Sports with Drew Tate. On the Beat with Elizabeth Scoville. About Town with Gabrielle Balzel. Get Real with Emily Hart. Let's Eat with Kate Hall. About Crew with Tara Jabari. Cooking for Two with Emily Hart and Cody Brutlag. And State of the Arts with Simone Buckner. And now, from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine starts right now.
Hey, welcome to Midstate Magazine. I'm Andrew Darling.
And I'm Becca Winning.
And we're going to have a great show for you today.
Of course.
Yeah.
And tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. That's what you just said.
Except without the accent.
Yes. What are you going to do on St. Patrick's Day?
I don't really do anything. Actually, my family, we don't really wear green. So when people pinch us, we say something along the lines of, well, you haven't seen our underwear.
That's a good one. Yeah. I will be doing what I do every St. Patrick's Day. We slay the celebratory green pig, and we have green eggs and ham. And then we touch things that are green all day. Like my shirt.
Your shirt looks very nice. Very nice. I compliment you on that.
Yeah.
You're looking good today.
Well, thank you. You'll definitely not see anyone else wearing the shirt ever. This is the only shirt. It's one of a kind. So. Okay.
I will make a mental note of that, and will always remember the beauty of your shirt.
Perfect. But now let's see what's new and news in sports.
Good evening and welcome to Midstate Magazine. I'm Cody Brutlag.
And I'm Ashley Edlin. Bradley police are still trying to track down who is responsible for two recent campus robberies. One student was robbed while walking from the library to Williams Hall Monday night, February 22nd. A man grabbed her bag, pushed her down, and ran. The victim lost a cell phone, a laptop, and a pair of headphones. No injuries were reported. The second victim was a 20-year-old student. While walking on Main Street Tuesday evening, March 2nd, he was pushed to the ground and punched twice. The suspect took an unspecified amount of cash and punched the student again. No arrests, however, have been made in either case.
A new bill that would make reproductive health care more affordable is waiting to get through the Illinois House, but some are concerned for what it could mean for taxpayers. Midstate Magazine's Jen French joins us in the studio with more. Jen.
The Reproductive Health Access Act is waiting to get through the Illinois House. If passed, it would allow Medicaid to fund abortions, but that's not the only part of the bill. It would also mandate sexual education in public schools. A local Planned Parenthood intern doesn't think sex among teens is unusual.
I don't think condoms or anything else is going to promote it more. I think kids are going to have sex regardless if there's a condom or not, and it's better to have a condom there and know what's out there to keep kids safe from STDs, STIs, everything.
This isn't the first time that sex has been discussed in the Illinois House. The Reproductive Health Access Act would mandate comprehensive sexual education in public schools.
There's a lot of myths going around that, like, sex education appropriateness would be applicable to kindergartners or first graders, learning about sex, which, is not what the bill is all about. And it, that it promotes abortion as the option, and which is not what it does either.
The Illinois Birth Control Services to Minors Act says women only need to be of reproductive ability to obtain birth control. This could extend to minors as young as the age of 12.
Definitely when it comes to like 12-year-old, 13-year-old girls and guys. I mean, it's just, it almost seems like it's condoning it. It's saying that, well, everybody's doing it, so here's the stuff to at least be safe.
The bill will also subsidize contraceptives so they're affordable to low-income or uninsured women.
For one, Illinois is in $11 to $12 billion in debt, as it is. I think adding this with the expense of abortions and birth control would just compile the debt in the state.
RHAA reinforces many things that are already state law, including the Birth Control to Minors Act. Lobby day for the bill is March 12th. Back to you.
A number of notable speakers and performing artists have made their way to the hilltop. Most recently, a Miami Herald columnist spoke in a packed auditorium at Bradley University. Midstate Magazine's Andrew Darling has more.
Please join me in welcoming our spring Robinson lecturer, Mr. Leonard Pitts, Jr.
Nationally syndicated columnist Leonard Pitts gave the Robinson Lecture last Monday, March 8th, in New Miller and Bradley Hall. His message was all about separating fact from fiction and how all facts shouldn't be treated equally.
We used to have these strange little things that we called facts. Maybe you remember facts. They were the building blocks of truth. Now, you might think that they are one and the same, facts and truth, but I'm here to suggest that they are not.
Students, faculty, and Peoria locals alike were inspired by his words of wisdom. Bradley student Chris Pennant had this to say.
There's a question. I just thought it was really well put, insightful, and he was. I don't want to say that he was speaking to a lot of the things that I think are true, even though he was. But he said it, it's like he said it in such a way that convinced me to at least think about it and develop my own opinion of it.
Facts, and by this I mean actual, factual facts, are funny things. You can shade them, you can stretch them, you can interpret them in this way or that, you can color them, you can pick and choose among them.
Pitt's message reminds us that all of us have opinions, but only some of us know the facts. And facts, Pitt says, are the building blocks of truth. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Andrew Darling.
Thanks, Andrew. More than 30 Peoria School District employees are out of work. The school board unanimously voted to approve the cut staff members within all departments of the district's central administration. The District 150 anticipates a $6.5 million deficit by the end of this school year. According to Interim Superintendent Norm Derflinger, without budget cuts, that number could be as high as $20 million by 2011.
And you may no longer need to check your mailbox on Saturdays. The U.S. Postal Service may stop weekend deliveries for budget reasons. The USPS is almost $4 billion in debt. Online bill paying and banking are two contributors for revenue loss. If the Postal Commission moves forward with the proposal, Congress will need to approve it before it can take effect.
It was a week of awareness for the second largest religion in the world. In light of the Middle East conflict, this event was held to promote open dialogue. And we go to Midstate Magazine's Emily Hart with a look at the religion of peace and charity.
With the echoing sounds of an opening prayer from the Quran, Bradley University's Islam Awareness Week began. Sponsored by the Muslim Student Association, the group's goal was to create an open dialogue between cultures and different religions.
We're really hoping that people see the beauty that is in the religion. Again, because of the recent events in the world, Islam isn't depicted the most accurately in the media.
The week consisted of lectures that discussed what the religion of Islam is all about, the Muslim culture, and stifled some misconceptions. One theme was present throughout, though: unity.
Allah says that He created us as different nations and different tribes, so we can learn from each other and we learn how to coexist.
So these are different people and different ethnicity and different group of people, different nations are come together as Muslims.
As a part of the week, women were challenged to wear hijab or a headscarf for a day. After a brief demonstration, Jenna O'Connell participated in the challenge and encountered some mixed reactions.
I only had one negative experience. I don't know if it was out of shock or what, but one of my acquaintances, he was going to walk right past me, just kind of stops, and was staring for a long time, and I was like, hey, it's Islam Awareness Week. He's like still staring at me. Why are you wearing that?
Wearing the hijab is a choice made by Muslim women. May Abu Huli's speech discussed this choice and professed the discrepancies that you find between real life and the media.
Muslim women are not as they are portrayed in the media, that they are not oppressed. Islam brought many rights to Muslim women. I enjoy it as a Muslim woman.
As the week ended, there seemed to be a sense of openness and clarity among Muslims and non-Muslims. Only time will tell the true effects of this unified event. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Emily Hart.
The Illinois Army National Guard has revealed a new plane. The RQ-7B Shadow is unmanned and looks like a radio controller airplane. It has a camera inside and is designed to be able to fly over locations that can only be reached by air. The Shadow can also be used for war times or for homeland security missions. And now let's fly over to sports with Drew Tate. Drew?
Hello there, sports fans. Drew Tate here with your updates. State champions Dylan Reel of Washington and Zach Weedman of Canton are two of the 10 Peoria Journal-Star area wrestlers named to the 39th edition of the Chuck Murdoch Central Illinois All-Area Wrestling Team. Wrestlers from schools within the WHOI TV coverage area are eligible. Washington is also represented by wrestler Earl Bourne and coach Brian Medlin, who is named AA Coach of the Year. And Bradley University's Interfraternity Council held its annual basketball tournaments last week between male Greek houses on campus. The leaders in the competition are fraternities Sigma Nu and Delta Upsilon, which played in the championship game last Monday. The two teams will hold the number 1 and 2 seeds in the tournament. The two fraternities have long been considered sports rivals, as Sigma Nu has won the All Sports Award 4 consecutive years, although Delta Upsilon currently leads for the All Sports Award by 90 points. Greg Lindholm, junior Sigma Nu forward, gave his take on the competition.
It feels pretty good. They're kind of a interfraternity rival, so it feels nice to get a win. I think it's pretty healthy for both houses. I think we have a lot of fun with it. It gets a little chippy at times, but at the end of the day, I mean, some of us are good friends, but it's good, I think.
For more information about the Interfraternity Council, you can visit the website at www.bufraternities.com. A trio of coaches from the Central Illinois area will be inducted into the Illinois High School Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame next month. Former Richwoods coach Doug Simper, longtime Metamora assistant Tom Gunther, and retiring Streeter coach Kelly Kane are part of a 16-person induction class that will be added as a part of an annual luncheon April 10th in Champaign. Tickets are $25 each and can be purchased from the IHS FCA. And that's it for sports. Back to you, Ashley.
A Georgia woman was busted for carrying marijuana into a jail. Ashama Lawson of Albany was busted with 10 bags of the stuff after entering Daughtry County Jail. Lawson was going to pick up her criminal background check for a new job. When she went through security, she was stopped after the pot was discovered in her purse. Lawson says she forgot the pot was in there. She was charged with possession and crossing a guard line with a controlled substance.
Well, that's all for the news. I'm Cody Brulog.
And I'm Ashley Edlin.
And I'm Drew Tate. Join us next week.
Hey, thanks, Ashley, Cody, and Drew. Hey, Cody, I like your shirt. It's a nice shirt.
Now, wait a second. You said that your shirt was only one of a kind. So did you and Cody go out shopping together?
No. My shirt is one of a kind because I'm wearing it.
Good to know.
Right.
Good to know. You are one of a kind.
He's got good taste, though. I like it.
Oh, I do like the shirt.
Yeah.
I really do.
So, Islam Awareness Week. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's really not every day that you get to go around and maybe experience wearing a hijab or something.
Yeah, have you ever worn a hijab?
I have not, but I have talked with some of my friends who are of Islam religion, and we've had really good discussions about how it's not mandatory for them at all to wear it, but they do it because they're passionate about their religion.
I can't say that I ever have. I guess I've worn a bonnet. That's kind of close to it, I guess. You know?
No, not really. A bonnet doesn't have the significance of a hijab.
Okay, I want to talk about that anyway. I don't want to talk about it. And the Robinson lecture, I went there. That was a pretty cool lecture.
Yeah, it really looked like it. I had something going on, but...
Yeah. Well, it's a fact that Get Real is next. So let's see what crazy movie has touched our hearts this week.
Today's movie in review will be for all the country music lovers. Crazy Heart, a movie adaptation of Thomas Cobb's novel, takes you through the up and down life of Bad Blake.
Mr. Blake, I'm Jean Craddock from the Sun Scene. Tape recorder okay?
Go ahead, that's fine.
What's your real name?
I'm Bad Blake. My tombstone will have my real name on it. Until then, I'm just gonna stay bad.
Crazy Heart is about an old broken down country singer trying to make it back to the big time. Bad Blake has had way too many marriages, spent too much time on the road, and has had his fair share of one too many drinks. He is on the road again and meets a woman that may make him turn his life around. Bad Blake, played by Jeff Bridges, who recently won an Oscar for Best Actor, does a magnificent job of playing this role and loved working with such a gifted director.
Scott Cooper, the director and writer of the script, was a big draw for me. We got along kind of instantaneously, you know, and he's very enthusiastic and so talented. It's wonderful to have a director who's also the writer of the script, because you can, you know, change things in the spur of the moment and that sort of thing.
Jeff Bridges also has a fantastic supporting cast, including Maggie Gyllenhaal as the love interest and Robert Duvall as Bad Blake's good friend.
This movie's main character is a cross between the outlandish life of singer-songwriter Steve Earle and Chris Christopherson. The music in this movie takes you back to the country of old, where you write it, you sing it, and it comes from the heart. This is one movie that I would actually recommend getting the soundtrack to. Crazy Heart isn't the flashy, grab your attention kind of movie. It tells you the story, and it does it with an outstanding acting cast and an excellent storyline. Overall, I give Crazy Heart 4 out of 5 stars. For Get Real, I'm Emily Hart.
Thanks, Emily. Actually, I really have heard a lot of great things about Crazy Heart. They were up for a lot of Oscar nominations, and they won a few. And
yeah,
it really tells a story about your typical musician who gets carried away with things of like alcohol and fame and everything, but has a turnaround.
Yeah, every country singer's bane, I guess. Alcohol and in their life. And, you know, you just got your guitar there. And Jeff Bridges. I like Jeff Bridges. I think the first time I ever saw him in a movie was when I was watching The Big Lebowski, when he was the dude. I don't know if you ever seen that movie, but that was probably my first time seeing him.
Yeah. He's got some good credits to his name. He really does.
Yeah, he's a talented actor. I would consider acting in him in a movie if he asked me nicely, you know. I would probably do it with him.
Would you do anything if someone asked you nicely?
No, not anything.
Okay, just
you know, not anything. But, you know, Jeff Bridges, he seems like the kind of guy that you want to go get an ice cream with, you know? He's just a really laid-back guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, hey, Becca, what do you call a fake Irish rock?
I don't know.
A sham rock. Well, now it's time to hit the road with St. Paddy's Day edition of Street Team.
Hello, my name is Marlon Washington, and welcome to Street Team. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, so we thought we'd go around campus and ask a few people about St. Patrick's Day and how they feel about it. Do you know what special holiday is coming up soon?
You got me.
Easter?
Oh, Earth Day? Arbor Day?
St. Patrick's Day! Woo!
When I say the word St. Patrick's Day, what comes to mind?
Green.
I think of people partying. Chicago, the Green River.
Rats, believe it or not. Rats? Right. Are you a leprechaun?
No, but I am related to one.
Do you know the colors of the Irish flag?
I'm guessing green and white.
And?
Red?
Okay, a little lighter shade. Add a little yellow. Orange! Orange. Rumor has it that you may be an Irish jigger. Is that correct?
Yes.
Fantastic. Could you please give us a demonstration?
No, I'm not professional, but it goes like this.
All right, well, that was Street Team for this week. Have a fantastic St. Patrick's Day. I know I will. I don't actually know what I'm going to do, but I know I will be wearing green. Why? Because I'm 2% Irish. That's what my mama told me. So have a great St. Patrick's Day, and this is Street Team. See you next time on the street. See you guys.
Thanks, Marlon. It's really interesting to see what people know about St. Patrick's Day.
Or what they don't know.
Right. Right, there are actually a lot of good questions. I really think that the guy with the Irish accent should dress up as a leprechaun.
Yeah, see, that would be a good idea, but see, I kind of have this thing about leprechauns. See, one time I was practicing my Irish jig, and I stepped on one, and now me and my generations and generations of family will have bad luck.
Okay, are you going to do an Irish jig for us today?
No.
No?
What part of generations of bad luck don't you understand? There could be a leprechaun right here. Oh my gosh.
I just thought, you know, since we were in your presence that maybe.
No. Nope.
Okay.
There'll be no jigging. I've lost my will to jig.
Okay.
I am jigless. Well, at any rate, have you ever met a leprechaun?
No, I have not, but I did see the end of a rainbow one time. I was driving and my parents wouldn't let me get out, though.
And was there a pot of gold?
I don't know. It was in the mountains, actually.
Oh, well, there probably wasn't, because you're not very lucky. What are you going to do? Well, now let's see if Elizabeth is going bananas for the new Gorillaz album.
Group is back with their third studio album. I'm talking, of course, about the newly released Plastic Beach by Gorillaz. This Grammy-winning cartoon band has certainly grown up over the years since their self-titled debut and wildly successful follow-up album, Demon Days. Founder Damon Albarn explores a variety of different musical stylings on Plastic Beach. You can hear the familiar electropop and hip-hop elements from earlier albums, but there are also surprises like full orchestras and a few songs drenched in Middle Eastern influences. The album also features several guests, including Snoop Dogg, Mos Def, Bobby Womack, and Lou Reed. The first single, Stylo, has an infectious and surreal beat, while Bobby Womack soulfully pours his heart out in the background. Other tracks on the album have equally impressive hooks and cool electronic beats. However, there are at least a few tracks with redundant, almost boring verses where guests are allowed to rap and ramble on for far too long, without a catchy enough tune. Overall, the album is still an eclectic and pleasing addition to the Gorillaz discography. For On the Beat, I'm Elizabeth Scoville.
Thanks, Elizabeth Scoville. So the Gorillaz, whatever you want to call them, they sound pretty good to me.
Oh, they're okay. I don't know if it's my taste exactly. And like Elizabeth said, they do have a tendency to get repetitive.
I understand where you're coming from, but the increase of animated bands is slowly on the rise. I mean, I can only think of one other one right now, but there's got to be more. I mean, maybe it's a trend, you know, just no more real musicians,
yes,
just one really talented artist.
To make a trend, exactly.
To make a trend. I know this. I'm wearing green. I'm feeling lucky, you know, just saying.
It's too true. To do make a trend with that exact same shirt that you and Cody are both wearing.
Okay, we're not going to get into that. But at any rate, I bet you going to a concert's interesting because they're probably just on TV. Or, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the concert would be like, even if there is a concert. You know?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You lost me.
You know, for the Gorillaz?
I don't know if they're on
behind.
TV, though.
I've left you behind. It's no big deal. I'll come get you later.
Yes, you're so far ahead of me.
It's time to get foolish with the Fools on the Hill on SOA.
Good evening and welcome to Stay the Arts. I'm your host, Simone Buckner. Tonight, we are joined by the band, The Fools on the Hill. Thanks for coming in, guys. Do you mind introducing yourselves to us?
Hello, I'm Danny Severance.
Okay.
I'm Ted Orphan.
Ty Garrett.
And I'm Johnny Gear.
Well, thanks for being here, guys. Tell me, how did you get your name?
Well, it's based off of a Beatles song called The Fool on the Hill. And we all like the Beatles, and so it seemed to make sense. It still makes sense. We like to play Lady Madonna as one of our only covers, so yeah.
And how would you describe your style of music?
That's always a hard question. I usually say like 4 different types of things, like rock, blues, soul, reggae, all kind of mixed into one, and you know we try to experiment as much as we can. So.
Okay then. Tonight, the Fools will be playing their original tune, The Happy Song. Take it away, you guys.
sunburned look on your face. You say the world only fades. Well, let me tell you that's not the case. Nothing breaks all the way. Oh, nothing breaks all the way. I've never found the silver lining in life, but I've never met you before. I've never found the silver lining in life, but I've never met you before. Girl, I know this is a messy maze. The world we live in is far from sane. Everybody's had their fair share of pain. So why not laugh at the rain? Why not laugh at the rain? Why not laugh at the rain? Yeah. Oh, girl, I know this is a messy maze. The world we live in is far from sane. Everybody's had their fair share of pain. So why not laugh at the rain? Why not laugh at the rain? The rain.
Good job, you guys.
Thank you.
The Fools will be performing at the Peoria Theater on March 26th. For more information, go to buedgeradio.com or myspace.com/thefoolsonthehillmusic or visit their Facebook. Thanks for watching Stay the Arts. I'm Simone Buckner, leaving you with this. June Masters Barker once said, "The music may stop now and then, but the strings remain forever."
Thank you, Simone. Wow, those are a talented group of musicians.
Yeah, and the Fools on the Hill, that's a pretty cool name.
I don't know. I like it. I just don't think that they're fools at all. I think Fools on the Hill might describe you a little better.
Oh, I don't get what you're saying, but okay.
It's okay. Sometimes I just lag too far behind you.
Yeah, I don't even know what I would do if I had to pick a band name. I mean, they did it after something they like. I can name a bunch of things I don't like. Like, I don't like pickles, so my band name probably wouldn't be called Pickles in a Jar, you know?
Right.
But I kind of like, you know, like fun things.
Well, you could do Shamrock, like you were talking about earlier.
Shamrock. There's probably a band already called Shamrock. They're probably Irish. I mean, could be wrong.
We'll just find someone who plays bagpipes.
There's an idea.
It is. It's certainly an idea for you.
Yes. So, is there anything going to go on maybe for St. Patrick's Day?
Well, I know down by the riverfront in Peoria, they always have a big celebration.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
All
There's
right.
usually live music there, too.
Well, let's close. Thanks for watching Midstate Magazine. I'm Andrew Darling.
And I'm Becca Winning.